Hello and welcome to ERF1. It is a Tuesday. We've had a week off, so of course everything is going wrong. But thank you for being here. Hopefully the chat's now working. So we're in America. I'm joined with Mr. Houston.
Evening all.
He's there. He is there. I'm just going to tell everyone to ready up.
Early.
And the reason why I've gone a little bit early, it's only 1 minute, is because tonight we have a sprint. Because we don't have a 20-minute qualifying, it is literally a 1-lap sprint. We have 10-lap, so 1-lap quali, 10-lap sprint, 1-lap quali, 28-lap race. So it's going to be hectic. I'm quickly going to show you the standings as it stands, which is here. 2 weeks ago, Messiah, he got more points than Aldebaran. That's all you need to know. And the gap is now 45 points. So Messiah is
down, boys.
He is dragging Aldebaran ever closer, and he can do it this week as well, because if you win, you get 10 points in the sprint. If you win in the race, you get 35 points. So if Aldebaran was to get no points in either of them, hey, you never know. It could be them on level points by the end of this race. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get into qualifying as everyone sorts their setup. Go on. Now I've done all that. How are you doing, Mr. Houston? How was your week off?
As good as any week off we get.
So now my calendar on here is wrong, but I've done too much. I can't actually edit it properly. And the calendar that I show you here, this big one, is actually also wrong because the last day is wrong. But that's on Mickey. So Mickey, it's all your fault. I'm joking. I appreciate having all this stuff that Mickey sorts out. But yeah, we've moved the Abu Dhabi race 1 week so that everyone is going to be here, because otherwise Messiah's not here, Twigs is not here, and I think someone else isn't here. So otherwise it means that there's no fun at the end of people being able to, like, you know, actually try and win it. So
live out my fun.
Yeah, so we've got 5 weeks, we've got a week off, and then we've got the last race. So we were in the business end. We've come from Asia, flown back to America. You had Miami earlier in the season, but now we've got a run of, like, we've got America, which obviously the Circuit of America is in Texas. We've got, like, Mexico, we've got Brazil, we've got Las Vegas. So we've got a big chunk of races in the Americas, and I'm getting word from the pits. F1 Adam has just said there will be rain in the race, in the main race. Sorry, the main race,
baby,
not the sprint, but the actual main race.
Moist, moderately moist.
Really moist. Big thank you to the 2 reserves that have jumped in today. We have a full house, so I do appreciate it. Oh my god, I love the way the game like glitches out when it's this bit, because it's trying to keep up with like who's.
Oh, it's like panicking. Where. It's like it's going. Who.
I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to sit on Mickey because it goes so quick. I can't keep tabs on everyone. But Stage Door Wedge are making their ERF1 debut, and St. Mims is here. St. Mims is our resident American, so you know, as I said in the chat, we're expecting big things, and he said you shouldn't.
So when did we have a name change?
Who?
You just said that he's making his ERF1.
Oh god. I'm derping. Sorry, I'm so tired.
Lag,
F1.
Control delete.
Bushy, welcome to the chat. He says sack the Mercedes drivers. Who's that? Oh my god! As Mickey goes for a big spin, Twigs and Jamie get him gone. As Messiah is currently.
And that's a fair comment.
The one upside to one-shot quali is that mistakes can be made. People can make up positions instead of like a 20-minute quali where like you get time to, you know, change tires, do strategies and stuff. This, it's like go, put a lap in, and anything can happen. And as you see, look, Flip's up in 4th. I think Flip's had some really dodgy qualifying this season.
F1 Adam in 2nd.
Yeah, it's really good. So sometimes when it's like you just get that one shot and you put under pressure, it can completely change the grid, and that's what I like. So for going forward, I'm tempted to do a league where we just do one-shot qualies, because it then changes up the people that you see. And Messiah puts it on pole, Aldebaran 2nd, Duke 3rd, Adam 4th, and Flip 5th. That's really good.
Like Black Lab disqualified.
Oh, that's so unfortunate to start at the back. And Mickey disqualified too. So
hate to see it.
That was probably from invalidated lap. So there we go. There is qualifying for the sprint race at the Circuit of the Americas.
Tend to be shot with the 1 to 3, yeah.
And that's the thing.
Oh my God,
like,
it's Messiah, Aldebaran and Duke.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Also, Duke is now a full-time Aston Martin driver. He has picked up where Rorschach couldn't, unfortunately, continue. Rorschach has moved to reserve, so hopefully we'll see him again by the end of the season. But for now, Duke is a full-time driver, and you'll see him on the standings as well. He has now moved himself into, what, 7th or 8th? 8th. Messiah needs to get a life. Wow. This is his life for once, 1 day a week. Hey, look, those clouds are looking pretty grey for the sprint. Duke got his super license at last. Yeah, he's been grinding out, and eventually he's moved into a full seat. McCarry says he was really bad for him, but he got P15, which, to be fair, for where you normally qualify, and I don't mean this in a harsh way, but, you know, that's kind of like the average, right? It's got to be the average. So there's a lot of talk in Discord as well about how many sets of hards people getting and what tyres are people going to go on. Is Aldebaran going to go on the softs is the real question, while everyone else goes on the mediums? That's what I want to know. Sending it, enjoy the tickets. Fair. Right, so tyres, there we go. Flip is the hard runner.
Ooh,
everyone else on mediums.
Incredible.
Right, I'm going to leave it like that. That's McCarry and Sledge Door Wedge. Disqualified. Lewis is disqualified as well. Ugh, not a good start.
Duke as well.
Oh, Duke as well. That's only from, again, it's only from the formation lap. Imagine if you got disqualified the whole race because of it. That would be mental.
I was just about to pick him. I'll do it anyway.
Gonna kick them?
Right, no race for you. Bye.
Yeah. Just turned up. I couldn't even
Thanks
pick
for nothing.
cards. Flip, hacking, banned for life. Wow. yeah, I mean, it literally just says mediums, no stops, but if you're going on the soft, it would be 49 laps. So what you're saying is, the softs go 9 laps and the race is 10. It's like, nope, you can't do that one extra.
Nope, nope. Oh, it says 9.
Yeah.
It says 9.
You're not going one lap more. So,
As soon as you hit at the end of lap 9, it pops.
that'd be so good. That should how it should be. You must pit by this time, otherwise your tyres explode. That'd give a new jeopardy to F1 racing.
Do a new one where instead of tyre wear, as you go
Explode
lap by
tyres.
lap, the tyres get bigger and bigger.
And they just pop. So for the sprint, only the top 10 will score points. First place will get 10 points. 10th will get 1 point, and obviously everything else in between. So there is a bit of jeopardy to the sprints compared to what we do in the main races. You know, in the main races, you know, you can finish in 20th and get a point, but in this, you do want to be in the top 10 to score something. And again, points mean prizes. You know, we may have 6 races as Messiah goes into a wall. Imagine if he smashed his wing off there, and it was like, yep, you have to start the race with no wing. That would be insane.
Just keep bouncing off the wall.
Is everyone filed in position?
Onto the track to get his comment. How did it go, Messiah?
I fucked up.
So no surprise who's on the front of the row. On the front row? On the front of the row. At the front row. It is Messiah and Aldebaran. And
It's a tasty first corner.
so here we go. The lights are on. God, they're going to hold them for ages. The lights are off, and away we go with 10 laps of Kota for the sprint. And please give us a camera angle. Hopefully people can keep it clean going round. As Halo went down, dived down the inside. Did it really work? No, everyone's like all over the place.
All wide.
And as I said before,
What's a track?
oh, Black Lab's gone from 19th to 14th. Snake Door Wedge is down to 20th. Everyone is hectic on that first corner. Messiah will front three will kind of get away. Everyone Adam was the big loser there. But I'm curious what Flip does with these 10 laps on the hards, because is he going to be able to keep up? Or will he be...
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the method is to the madness.
Yeah, or will he be a sitting down? Maybe he was expecting more people. There was a lot of talk about hards in the chat, wasn't in the Discord, wasn't there? So he probably thought, oh yeah, people are going to go hards. He didn't know.
Wow, people actually turned on Flip like that.
They just get...
Pretty disgusting.
They were like, "What? You were going? Yeah, let's go on hards, everybody."
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Nope. As Jamie up to 10th, really good, or 9th. As saying that, Black Lab, who started 19th, is already moving his way up to 9th. So the Kick Boys are still doing great. They've got a lot of work to do though to keep it up, because again, you know, with 6 races and the last being double points, the Kicks can still lose the constructors. But as it stands, they're looking good. I think for a team that haven't won a race compared to all the other teams around them,
yeah, they're killing it.
Yeah, they've had consistent finishes and they're looking really good for it. So F1 Adam will go around the outside of Halo. And do you think F1 Adam here would have a good chance of pushing up the 4th and getting past Flip on those hards? There's a lot of fighting around the back as Antonio and Nemesis. He races in VR, and that must be absolutely insane.
It's as mad as you think it is. We've seen it quite.
Absolutely insane.
Just say is imagine racing with some of these drivers coming up on your inside.
Yeah, you'd be like, this is hectic. As Jamie goes down to 12, Tate Williams 13, Schmidty as well. And I thought he'd be higher up the standings. And Lewis as well down 17th. Let's have a look at position changes. Where because I didn't see where everyone started. As Lewis is actually only down 3. I thought he'd gone down a bit further. Schmidty's down 6, so he did drop off a bit.
And a few problems.
And Twigs is this second half of the season. Twigs has struggled quite a bit as he sat down 10th. And Antonio gets past Halo.
He got those 2 wins, and then hasn't been the same since.
With dizzy heights.
It's good if you Messiah 1.8 seconds down the road.
Yeah, he's broken the DRS from Aldebaran. That's what he needed to do as quick as possible. But again, at the moment, like obviously it's only 1 point difference between these two if they end like this. So for Messiah, again, a point is still a point. Points mean prizes, but he needs to do a lot of work in the main race as well. And again. There's a lot of cars pick up 3-second time penalties. That S section though is going to be the place where people invalidate, or invalidate their laps, but they get warnings for track limits, so they're going to be really careful. But obviously the old format before this season was you do a sprint, and however the sprint finishes is how they line up for the main race, which I always preferred than what they did, where they were like, nope, let's have another qualifying session, and you kind of have the same people back there, Whereas, for example, if let's say Bobinette finished 3rd, for example, he'd start 3rd for the race, which would be more impressive and more fun than being like, hey Bobinette, you got to qualify again, and you're down 17th, and you've got to do it all again. Yeah. Aldebaran gets a time penalty, which is huge in a sprint. Messiah's pulling away, and it's unlike Aldebaran to get a time penalty that quick as well. Normally, like in a main race, you'd get it like 20 odd laps in.
He'll be trying to chase him down though, won't he? If it being such a short sprint.
But it leaves,
like you said, only a point difference though.
Did you see that? Aldebaran went for a spin. He is struggling.
He's pushing a little bit too hard.
Potentially, he would have lost that place to Duke anyway, so it's not like that obviously makes a difference, but it's huge. Like the fact that he
makes a
caught
difference because that brings Flip and Aldebaran into it, who would go above.
Yeah, 100%.
F1 Adam.
And Antonio's there as well, though Antonio does have that time penalty as well, but we do know that Antonio has a good pace on him. As F1 Adam wants to go for the dive bomb on Flip, and they're both going to go. Wow, they're both going to take it. Unfortunately, the camera angle they gave us. Give us a better camera angle than that. That's horrible. Oh, as Antonio
Not going to see the side pod.
Antonio pushed Flip a little bit wide there, and he hit the curb.
The curb.
But again, Antonio's got a lot to do to try and make the most of that his time penalty as well. So it's whether he can get past F1 Adam on the main straight. Luckily, he held off there. I thought he was going to dive bomb him, but as something's happened with Aldebaran, right? Because he was going a little bit slow there, as Antonio does get past in that main straight, which we thought he would. But again, it's the battle of the 3-second time penalties, Aldebaran and Antonio.
You have 3 seconds. No, you have 3 seconds.
Hand them out. Let's run aboard of Aldebaran for a second and see what's happening. Oh, again, he lost it in the same place. Have some sides up the road, so we'll go around that corner.
Gets 3 seconds.
So Mickey. So smash. There is a lot going on at the back.
Oh. Big battles.
The battle. Oh, Mickey hits the back of Smash. Oh, I think Smash just was braking a little earlier, and I don't think Mickey was overly prepared for it.
Definitely not.
But look at this now, Antonio right on the back of Aldebaran. What has happened to Aldebaran? He either is not confident in this track, or that spitting has really hindered him. And it's not like he's running different tyre strategy or something, and the softs are going off. But at the moment, look, DRS on the back of Aldebaran. Aldebaran trying to squeeze him as close as he can, especially with this corner being so tight.
If you're Messiah, though, you're just laughing at this point.
Yeah, you are. He's pulling away from Duke as well. Look at that, Duke's in the background. How you doing, Mr. Chum? Welcome. It's all going on here.
Mr. Chum.
As Antonio is right behind. And Flip got past F1 Adam, I think, on that DRS straight as well. But this is where the battle is. Antonio and Aldebaran. But they've both got 3-second time penalties. And if they battle too hard, they'll drag everyone in behind. And they'll both fall down. He lets him go. He lets him go. He knows, Aldebaran knows that if they fight too hard, they'll just get overtaken by 4 or 5 cars behind. So yeah, Messiah's laughing at the moment, in the sense of not having to worry about being pressured. Duke's there, Antonio and Aldebaran, and that means Flip will now get involved. This is wild. Oh no, it's Flip because of freezing time penalty. At the worst time. He was looking set because now Flip has to overtake them as Aldebaran goes off the track. What is happening?
He's having a rough old time, isn't he?
He is struggling. Let's run on board with F1 Adam so we can see what's happening. I think for Aldebaran's sake, he's lucky this is happening in the sprint and not the main race.
He is, but he's going to fall down. He's going to go below F1 Adam and Emesis, which isn't great. That's what, looking at 8, so 2 points.
Well, it stands. F1 Adam's looking at 3rd.
Oh. But F1 Adam's the GOAT and deserves to win a race.
And Duke gets a 3-second time penalty as well. So, oh god, they hand them out.
You stop cutting corners. You're like 5 seconds behind.
Messiah's probably laughing.
Now you're essentially 8 seconds behind.
Aldebaran's gone down. He's at 13th.
Get a spin.
So Jamie went into the pits.
Spin's not
and
right.
DNF,
He's going very slow.
Jamie went into the pits and DNF, so it'll spit his car back out. But he did DNF in the pit, so he is fine. and he does have a full race to come as well. So again, if you're not top 10, then you're not going to get points. But look at the amount of penalties we've got in 7 laps. Like, it's horrendous. People pushing so hard.
It's well for the main race, isn't it?
Well, again, for Messiah, you'd be laughing here. At the moment, Aldebaran is getting no points, and Messiah will be taking 10. So he'll take that from 45 points down to 35 points.
35. And a performance like this in the main race, he could literally be...
I told you, if Aldebaran DNF'd in this and the race, for example, they could be level on points going into next week with whoever's had the most wins.
14th is essentially as good as a DNF.
It is, yeah. Anything under 10th is no points. So
we appreciate you showing up, but
well, that's only the sprint. So Snow Storage adds to the list of people who haven't. As Aldebaran goes to the pits and retires, there we go. Aldebaran will be getting no points from the sprint. So as stands, Messiah will be cutting that lead down by 10 points. Everyone Adams just got to stay here and hope that he can.
Judge.
I think he's too far away from Duke to take his place. But if F1 Adams just keeps putting his foot down, he could be third here. And Nemesis is doing pretty good as well, especially under VR as well. Like, let's praise all the people that don't have time penalties. So Schmidt went really wide then, lost position to Mr. Potato Aim.
Interesting to see.
Has Aldebaran said anything in the chat? Do you know? I'd be curious. As it spat his car back out of the trap, but he did retire in the pit, so that's fine. It should DNF his car on the track. I don't know if he said anything. He was riding in like 3rd or 4th, and then all of a sudden he was down in 13th, and I completely missed it. I don't know if it was him catching a curb or something happened. Someone crashed into him. He hasn't said anything. That's fine, but it was just
nothing yet.
That's fair. I guess it wasn't anything malicious then.
Nothing horrendous.
But the Alpines will be laughing there. They're going to be putting on some good points. Okay, it's all kind of quiet now. It was so hectic. And now we're just kind of going through as St Mims, as it stands, will take the last point. And McLaren need him. Saying that, the Red Bulls need him the most. The Red Bulls have been off the pace this season.
Which is a weird one.
Yeah, they're really far off the pace. Yeah, the Alpines will be looking to close that gap to the Ferraris, and as it stands, none of them, the Ferraris won't be getting any points in the sprint. So, yeah, it's a wild one. It's a wild one. That's where I'm aboard with Messiah. Oh, Nemesis actually got ahead of Halo on track. That's fair. Goes down the main straight. And so Mims got up to 9th. I'm glad that takes you back straight away.
Thank you.
Snitch Dorwedge retires from the race. He's on track, but he's not. No, he's on track, but his car's not moving, so I don't know if he's smashed into a wall or something. Weird.
I mean, it has disappeared now. So.
Yeah, it's gone. Hasn't caused a safety car, so. Anyway, Messiah is on the last lap. He's 5 seconds ahead of Duke, but he's ahead of drivers that have all got time penalties, so it's mad. If Antonio can put his foot down here, I think he'll be doing good for keep his place. F1 Adams got to pick the pace up a little bit here to make sure that he doesn't drop out of Antonio's 3-second time penalty, which he has, hasn't he?
He's got to put his foot down, but he's also got to not pick up a time penalty himself.
If you're not careful, this will only be 4th for him as he slides around that corner.
Still a good result.
Oh, 100%. Twigs is an 8, again he's got time penalty, so he has to get past Halo here. And there's me saying the Red Bulls need the... as Halo flies past Nemesis, but it won't matter because they've both got time penalties. Twigs has to get past Halo for it to count on the track. And I don't think he's going to have enough time. As Messiah will come around the last few corners, and it's been easy work for him. And he's going to cut that lead to Aldebaran by 10 points. And as he comes around the corner, he will win the sprint at the Circuit of the Americas. Duke will come through second. He should keep it. Antonio, flip. Again, can F1 Adam overtake them both? He won't. He'll stay fifth. That's insane. Halo goes through. Nemesis up to 6th. Black Lab goes 7th. So Mims takes 8th. And Twigs will take the last point in 10th. So even though people go through, Twigs takes the last point. Yeah, but yeah, that was penalties the game.
EA Sports.
Oh, that's so unfortunate, Adam. You're so close to him. Look how close it was. 0.029 to overtaking Flip. That got teleported to the back at the start. Clip that, boy. Those mediums were dead in the last lap. Oh, so unfortunate. But hey, drive day. Like that. He did start in 19th and finish in 7th, so really good. But again, ignore their point system because we do it different. But there is the results. Top 10 get points. 10 points for first. 1 point for 10th. And obviously everything else in between. So, hey, yeah, the kicks both took points. Both the Alpines took points. Even Esther Halo got 2 points for the Red Bull.
I'm glad I was sat down to do that.
And how they need it. But yeah, the big story is Aldebaran not finishing. Mickey said good practice session. Well, as Mickey says good practice session, let's hope there's rain. Let us know about the rain. Somebody let us know about the rain. When's the rain coming? That's all we care about. We just want to know when the rain's coming. Oh, Aldebaran spun. He had a spin in front of F1 Adam. That is insane. That's insane. Clip it, F1 Adam. Clip it. Anyone know about the rain? Someone tell us about the rain. Rain race. Rain the race. When? Does it say when? Does it say when? Middle? End? Front of the fridge. Can we check? Towards the end. Boo.
That's boring.
Oh, completely forgot we're going in a one-shot quali. So luckily I made it back in time. But again, we'll watch. Actually, we'll watch someone else. We'll watch St. Mims. He is our resident American. So we'll watch St. Mims. See what he can do. So yeah, so I don't really like this format. The fact that there's two qualifying sessions for a sprint now. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Messiah looks like he's currently on pole again. With Duke second, Aldebaran's third. Sorry, fourth. Schmidty says he's third at the moment. It's really good. Twigs down 19th. That's mad. F1 Adams down there 10th. He qualified in 4th last time, so give someone else a chance. Yeah, I know. I agree. I let Duke's pole. I should say that it changes. Aldebaran's up there now. So Mims is 4th as it stands. Although it moves around so quick. One-shot quality, you just can't keep up. That's why I don't bother changing people. It's pointless. We just get to judge one person's driving around the lap. And today, it's you, Mims.
You just hope that it's not a slow driver.
No, not necessarily slow, but someone who's like spinning around. Right, so so Messiah goes pole. So Mims went 8th, so that's very good. Duke 2nd, Antonio 3rd. It's pretty good.
All disqualifications.
Oh, Jamie, McCarry, Twigs, and Smash. That's why Twigs was down there. He was in invalidation. So the disqualifications are people who invalidated their laps. There's Halo's still going around, apparently.
Incredible.
Didn't know it was one shot. It was mentioned in the chat a lot. It was mentioned in the chat quite a lot. I even put it in. I even put the format. I put everything.
You did it format.
Yeah, do it all format. All right, Messiah takes pole again. So that is the pole he will get the bonus point for. We don't get pole for the sprint one, but you'll get a bonus point there. So he's already got Messiah down. Aldebaran down to 34 points. Not that I'm counting or anything. Yeah, very good. Schmidty in 6th, that's good. F1 down 9th, Black Lab 10th. So you just can't separate them. You just can't separate them. No point for sprint. No point for sprint pole. I'll have to check with Mickey. I don't think there is. If there is, if he did it for everyone else, then it'll stick.
If he didn't, then
it's raining.
Oh, rain! Yes,
it's raining. Oh, we love it.
Sorry. Can we just get a weather report? Because I've
just gone down to the pits.
Rain at the end.
I've just gone down to the pits, and we can confirm there is some wetness on the track.
Did you do the ERF1 official weather check? Did you dip balls on the ground and make sure they were wet?
I just touched the ground and it is moist.
Okay, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Thank you for your service.
Otherwise, I'll run back up now.
Don't run, we haven't got the insurance.
Who dipped their balls on the ground?
Me?
Can confirm it is wet. But
is that not how everybody checks the weather?
I think it's only inter wet. I don't think it's yeah, so everyone's on inters. I'm gonna turn this off obviously because I try and get a picture for the very beginning for the highlights. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube, youtube.com/@European Racing Federation, please subscribe. We're 2 subscribers over 200 subscribers, so thank you, appreciate it.
Don't forget the ban.
What we're doing this quickly, we're going to do Austin's up and downs. Where Austin picks one driver who's going to go up the grid and one driver that's going to go down the grid.
And this week I am going to pick. I think Twigs can only improve because 19th is terrible.
Things going to get better.
And my drivers go down is going to be.
Sure, there's only one.
Sorry,
there's only one name.
It's going to have to be Flip.
I was going to say Aldebaran after his sprint performance. McCarry said, "How was?"
I feel like that was leading us into false sense.
True. Austin said, "How was your travel from Singapore to the United States?" No, he went home first. It wasn't straight from Singapore. He went home. So, how was getting through US customs?
It was all right. They saw my surname and they were like, "Yeah, seems about right." Come on in.
They were like, "You're in Houston, Texas," and they let you in.
Yes, sir.
and then Austin's music hit as you walked through. Stone Cold Steve Austin's music hit as you walked through, like baggage claim.
Yeah, all the glass and the metal detectors smashed. It was great.
And then you got a beer out, and they tackle you to the ground. They're like, no liquids. They must be in a clear bag.
They were like, sir, the plane's about to leave. What? Talk about you. What? You're gonna miss the plane. What?
I hate us sometimes. I apologise to people who watch this. Anyway, it's moist. It's moist on the track. Apparently, it's a full race of rain, which I'm not complaining about. Let it get a bit heavier. Let it turn to wets. as the grid wait for Twigs to get in his spot. Right, so the lights are going on. Are they going to hold them? And we're away for 28 laps, round 19 of the season in Austin, Texas, for the Circuit of the Americas. And Messiah gets a really good start, and hopefully people will filter through to get nicely together. Oh, as St. Mims goes for a bit of a slide, he does get it back on track. Everyone else will kind of get through. Again, I think people got to remember it's wet, because otherwise people will be sliding into each other. Who is Lamberton up in third? Really good. Alabama fourth. Flips up there again, so must be one of Flip's stronger tracks. I'll change that, sorry. Who have you seen grapple down? Sledge Doorway has been in the move. Do you know the one thing though we do know is that we know that Messiah loves the wet weather when it comes to driving, and so I think it will be a tough one to take him this week. But again, hopefully everyone can kind of stay together. And Aldebaran was struggling in the dry. I'm curious to see how he drives in the wet. As Sledge Doorway moves up to ninth. He gets caught on Potato Aim's wheel. I don't know who was caught on who then, but luckily they both got through together. That could have been really nasty, as he gets caught on F1 Adam at the same time. Are you watching, Mr. Oost? As it goes up and down. Who you seen on who you seen on the move? Twigs is up to 15th. He's your up.
Yeah, Twigs is doing well.
He's got it off the track.
He can go a little bit higher. That'd be great. Let's put him into shame currently.
Yeah, I feel Flip was the wrong call. And Mickey up in 7th.
I wanted to go with. Yeah, I wanted to go with somebody out of left field that I wouldn't usually pick.
Which is fair. I think Mickey does quite well on the wets as well, wet tyres, so I guess it's just kind of seeing what happens. Again, I think there will be a pit stop if it stays on Inters the whole time. I don't think they'll obviously go the 28 laps just on this one set, so I think you'll still get a crossover of a pit stop. It's just whether the rain dries up. I might ride on board of Whois. Let's see how heavy this rain actually is. And yeah, you can see it's going down quite a bit. So I don't think it's going away time soon. And there is the pit strategy as I play that. So one stop, 9 to 20 laps. So that's a big old gap to go in there, like between 9 and 20. So there's no guarantee when people are going to go in.
If you can just go between now and the end of the race, that'd be great. Thank you. Basically what the game's saying.
As long as you go in into once. There was a two-stop strategy on there as well, so it's back again.
Know how many people
it goes back again. Two stops.
This league's been.
But it says there 9:20 and then 18 to 27. So yeah, it's a tough one to call. And again, there could be with wet weather could come safety cars and stuff like that. So again, there's a lot that can go on. At the moment, everyone's just kind of filing through together. Messiah is starting to pull away a little bit, but not a crazy amount. I think the Aston Martins will be happy as well now they've got a full driver who is here to pick up some points. Obviously, all of Duke's 260 points don't obviously go directly to Aston Martin. He's won them for many different teams over this season, mainly McLarens. So
he has had loyalty problems within other teams. He's been passed around a bit.
He has. He probably should have become a McLaren driver the amount of times he was there. As Smash picks up our first time penalty of the main race. I guess we'll see what happens. Let's hope it doesn't become 7 laps in, everyone's got one. Although I kind of feel like people are rushing around on the sprint because, again, it's a sprint and you can only get points to the top 10. So I think people are a bit more crazy in a way. I'm hoping that people long out a main race because anything can kind of happen. Oh, it's very slidey out there. That's a pretty cool camera. It's not. That's not actually that. That's just the camera they gave us. That's not like an onboard one. So that's pretty cool. I feel like that. Our Baron is still there. Get all eyes on him after his sprint. Mickey's up to 6th and Flip is down to 7th. So Flip is starting to move down. There you go. You cursed him enough.
You can't escape the curse.
And also, Schmidty, you're kind of in the way of the 2 kicks. Had to break it to you.
Yeah, it's a sackable offence in this league.
Kick him out of the house. How dare you get in the way of the 2 kicks?
What if we just kick him in? What if we just kicked him in the house?
Brilliant.
I'm here all week, unfortunately.
He's here next week as well. The
won't fire me.
The real question is, where do we go next week?
Good question. Hold on, let me look at the stream.
You have no idea. It's close.
We go to Mexico.
Yeah, we go to Mexico. I do really like the Mexican Grand Prix. So, it should be a good race next week.
I have no idea where we're racing until we log on. I like to keep it a surprise.
Fair. I can't blame you. Anyway, Duke's keeping that time manageable at the moment, which is good to see. I don't want to jinx it, but it is sticking around that 1.5 seconds, so hopefully... Yeah, hopefully Messiah doesn't just run away with it. We do want a bit of a race here. But again, as I said before, we do know how Messiah is in the wet. He is quite good.
He's a good old wet boy.
Brilliant.
And trust me, if you've been in the Discord, you would see.
That's just him drinking.
Yeah. And for anybody watching, any of the ladies out there, he is very thirsty.
And available. You just got to move up north, that's the downside. Right, Mickey's doing good in the 6th, there's just gaps opening, so like he's got 3 seconds to flip behind, he's got like 4 seconds in front of him, so Mickey's kind of just in his own little race now. And this is the problem sometimes, the gaps open. And as it stands, the Kick Boys need to start trying to pull out some time again. As I said, like there's a lot that can happen in these last 6 races, and the Kicks need to start picking up some more points, because all it takes is, for example, Aldebrand to win a single race, and he can sometimes get the same amount of points as both the Kick guys get together. So it could come down. The constructors, the team standings could come down to the last race because it's double points. That's how close it could all be.
Which is pretty huge, to be fair.
It's mad. And again, and the driver standard could be the same, although Aldebaran has fallen off a little bit last couple of races, and Messiah is getting stronger, so we could see Messiah overtake him in a couple of races' time, and he could then disappear into the sunset, and it could be over before we know. So again, there's a lot that can go on. The rain's still coming down. It doesn't look like it was as heavy as it was, but it is still raining. As Snake Dory left the session, I will...
Yep. That is not a situation you want to be in.
Can you send him a message for me? That's right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I've sent him an invite to get back in. So yeah, so okay, I will say it's manageable at 1.5, but it's now 2.4, and Huis is now on the back of Duke. So people will want their points. As looking at Nemesis.
Edge said, WTF, I've been kicked.
Yeah, I've sent him another invite so he can get back into his car. So, who is Hamilton, who was confused of why there was a one-shot quali, is actually doing pretty good, despite it. Oh, there's a fun fact for you to do, Oost, just when you get a chance.
Oh, are you ready for this? I've not even read it yet. Ready?
There was a yellow flag there in 2 seconds. McHarry's in the back of... Jamie's really struggling in this wet weather by the looks of it. With McHarry right behind, with Bobinator 2. Let's see how he goes right around this corner. Yeah, he looks like he's got control of the car again. He was really struggling around that S section.
Are you ready for a fun fact?
Go on.
Circuit of the Americas has hosted huge names in music like Willie Nelson, Elton John, Taylor Swift, Bruno Mars, and Will Young.
Sorry, how did Will Young get in that list? Did you add... Nah, Chum added that on. Chum was like, oh, who can I add on that's like not that big in comparison to Taylor Swift, Elton John, and then there's Will Young on the end. There's no way. Don't believe it. Haz has worked me out. There we go. There we go. Too easy.
For your next stream, Chum, we want a Will Young sing-along then.
Yeah.
A live performance.
Evergreen, whatever you're saying. I think that's the song I remember him singing. I'll sing it myself. So it's stars in their eyes. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Will Young. Words that have never been said in this world.
I've said it a few times.
Do you ever say something and you think, like, no one has probably ever said that in that phrase before? That was one of them.
I'm trying to think of one.
That's Huis and Duke trying to get some water on those tyres. Cool them down. And again, the dry line is now forming. Again, it is still raining, so I don't think we'll be seeing a crossover just yet. Oh. Come on! Well, Mickey's now 7 seconds behind, so Mickey is losing time to the cars in front, but he's also gaining time on the cars behind. So, for Flip, F1 Adam, Schmidty, even Twigs is now back up to 11th. I say back up to, sorry. He's now up to 10th. He started all the way down the bottom. Sorry, I'm burping today. Duke got a time penalty. That's what I was trying to get at after all that. Is that Duke got a British time penalty, and that is huge. Because as it stands, that promotes Lewis Hamilton to second, and it puts Aldebaran in third. So, not what Messiah wants.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
Yep.
Although Messiah, Aldebaran's not really got the pace this week.
Sledge door wedge has finally returned. Sledge door wedge was in like 30.
He was 11.
Yeah, he was like 11.
He was 11. He's now in 19th.
I feel so bad.
Good.
I feel so bad.
Minus 20 AI.
Do you think how big some of those gaps are now when he's like down in 19th? The game absolutely screwed him.
I would have loved to have seen a live cam of him just joining in, seeing that.
Look at the dryness of this part of the track.
Oh, it's self-inflicted. He said before joining, just put out in my Xbox web for some reason.
Oh, okay, fair. It wasn't EA for a change.
Oh, but he's 2.5 seconds down in 19th.
I think Duke just had a bit of a wobble then, because that has pulled Lewis a little bit closer. Messiah's loving this at the moment. Messiah is going well up the top, and everyone behind in the sprint and in the race is having a little bit of a wobble. So, again, no surprises at the moment with how Messiah is driving. He is looking very good. I'm still laughing at that Will Young comment, sorry.
Yeah.
Made me laugh. And yeah, and even Antonio's there. So the one downside about wet weather is the fact that there's no DRS and there's not a whole lot of overtaking with that. But I feel like sometimes wet weather does make it a bit more authentic. You know, you see a lot of people in certain places where like it's a lot harder to drive. But yeah, that gap's open well. It was 7 seconds down, over 9 seconds. But he's keeping that gap to the cars behind to that 4 seconds. So it shows the front 5 are pulling away. So
which, if you're the chasing pack, you really don't want.
Well, from this lap, you can pit for new inters. Was it 9 to 20? It said is the pit window. So there you go. Who's the first car? It's a 1 in 20 chance. Who's the first car to go in for a new set of inters?
You asking me a question?
It's a 1 in 20 chance. You can say anybody. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go with Aldebaran.
Actually, that's not a bad shout. We know he can either be the undercut specialist or the overcut specialist. He's done it both. He's done it both this season. I thought Lewis was going in then. He kind of swerved towards the pit lane.
I was like, psych.
I don't know if Lewis is trying to get some water on those tyres or break the toe to Aldebaran. It's like it's a both kind of thing. As
for a little bit of a slide.
Schmitty goes in. Schmitty's the first car to go in.
Wow, that was not on the bingo card.
And
let's go with Justina.
He's left, and it's he probably couldn't get back in his car, and it's DNF'd him, or he's taken too long to get back in his car, and it DNF'd him. So I don't think it's his fault. I think that's the game. And Schmitty will come back out on a new set of inters and down in. Get back here. Get back in 16th place. So he hasn't put him to the back of the pack, but he is down there. And he was riding in like 9th, so can't say it was the worst call to be the first car to go in. I can't obviously see their tyre wear and see how bad they are after 9 laps. But with some of the gaps like this now, with the 10 seconds, Mickey is literally, Schmitty after all that gets time penalty.
Incredible.
That's so unfortunate. But yeah, Mickey is literally just sat in his own little race here. Like, he's now 11 seconds behind the top 5. So
wonder who's chasing in his head. Having a great little race.
He just sat there like twiddling his thumbs.
Do.
I say there's not much going on at the moment. Again, a lot of it will probably come down to when people pit and that kind of stuff. I can't see. It's such a wide track. I can't see a safety car coming out. Like, even if you crashed off the track, like you're so far off the track, why would they bring a safety car out? As Flip goes in, no, Mickey goes in. Mickey's the next car to go in. I guess he got bored, sat on his own.
Just that 10 seconds wasn't big enough.
He's like, I'm going to go back a bit and try and race somebody.
With Potato, who was 13 seconds back.
He's like, I found somebody.
A friend. Hello.
Maybe he is on those brand new inters. So he's done his pit stop and he's done what, 10 laps on him. He's now going to do 18 laps on him. So I guess the best time to come in would be lap 14, right? Half and half.
I think so.
But again, it's still raining, so
sliding.
You can't see it. There is obviously the dry portion of the track, but will it ever get to a point where they say that mediums are hards are faster? That's the real question.
There's a point. This doesn't look that heavy.
When you're spending your whole time having to go on the wet bits to keep the tyres from overheating, you know what I mean? Because the dry bit is so dry, what do you do? Someone will go in. So Antonio is in and Aldebaran is in. This week Aldebaran didn't get a time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So
Are those keeping score at home?
So McCarry won't get one either because they come in pairs. And they will both
Interesting
get
to see if he goes into the pit now.
So the problem you've got pitting as he goes, he didn't go in. We got a 3-thing time penalty. It's like he heard us.
He saw his teammate coming out of the pits, and he was like, "Wait, hold up! I should be in the pits together." There we go. He's in the pit.
Oh my god, he is. And he nearly mows down the guy with the lifting thing at the end.
Hurry up, go.
Oh, a smash goes into a wall. He literally smashed a wall, and it brings out a virtual safety car. And you know what virtual safety cars end up bringing out sometimes? A drive-through penalty. So,
as a great man once said, a virtual safety car is the easiest way to get a drive-through penalty.
Yep.
I will not reveal his identity.
As they fit, and oh, we go. Someone's already got one. Jamie got one for speeding under the virtual safety car. So there's already one. The smash comes out.
Back 10 seconds to what I said, please.
Will Messiah go in because of that? He will. We'll make the most of it. Aldebaran gets a drive-through penalty. That is huge.
Oh,
that is huge.
Awful.
It is not his day today.
The Messiah.
Of all the people, I did not expect him to get a drive penalty. But again, in the wet, it makes it so much harder, isn't it? Sometimes the delta. Duke was the one that stayed out, and he gets a 3-second time penalty. That's his second one.
Oh,
he probably tried to stay out and try and make the most of maybe trying to, overcut. Not necessarily Messiah, but again, try and do something to bring that time down, and he's ruined it even more by getting more. How big was that my penalty? It is a drive-through penalty. F1 Adam is stuck in the pit. F1 Adam. What's happening?
What the?
He's got a puncher. Has he got a puncher? He's got a puncher. He's got a puncher. F1 Adam has a puncher, and he's slowly getting to his pit lane. Finally gets into his box.
The worst part is that will have really slowed down the car behind
so
him.
Unfortunate. Oh my god, the cars behind it were waiting. Sat behind a slow-moving F1 Adam. And F1 Adam luckily gets out. Did you get... When did you get your puncher? That's what I want to know. He's down to 17th. That's really, really ruined his race. But not as much as this man who... Wait, did he... It did say he had a drive-through, right? And it's not there. Am I going crazy?
Unless he served it. I thought you said that he got a drive-through.
Oh, he must have served it then. He's 11 seconds behind Antonio. He must have served it. It did say... Huh? I feel like I'm going crazy. It did say Aldebaran had a drive penalty, right? I'm guessing he did serve it in that time.
He said to that effect.
Okay. As Duke will go in. He's got 6 seconds of penalties now, though, so it's kind of ruined his race, especially when now Messiah's going to fly past him. I don't know how... Oh, yeah, he has flown past him. So, yeah. And Antonio takes the fastest lap. Really good. An extra point to be had. And even Huis will get ahead of Duke. So Duke's pitting 1 lap later did not work. And Antonio is now right on the back of him. And again, with those time penalties, Antonio's getting past whether you like it or not. At the moment, it's a 1, 2, 3 of blue cars, and all different ones. The Alpine, the Williams, and the Visa Cash RB.
What shade of blue do you like?
Which blue would you like? Although, at least the Visa Cash RB is white next season.
It's a pretty car.
Yeah, it is actually quite nice. It's like the white version of the Red Bull. It does look quite nice. So Aldebaran must have gone in. He's 11 seconds behind. which is mad because Mickey's now a second behind him. Mickey's actually got someone to race. But that is potentially Aldebaran's race done. Again, a safety car could come out or something. We've still got so long to go. But we're also in that kind of period now where realistically no one else goes back in, and this could just be like how it goes to the end. The rain
I think so, wouldn't you? 8 seconds down the road.
And the rain is still falling. Aldebaran here needs to hope that like Duke, Antonio, and Huis all kind of battle each other. How's Duke up to second? Huis has gone in. What happened to Huis? Oh, he hasn't gone in yet. Sorry, that's my fault. I didn't realise. I don't know how he got past him, but yeah, Huis hadn't gone in. So Aldebaran will get past. Even Mickey's at now to 5th. The dizzy heights. As Twigs
He is having a nosebleed.
Yeah, as Twigs will take the fastest lap. Schmidt's back up to 9th after being the first person to pit, but again, those tyres are going to be cooked compared to everyone else's. By the time we get to the end of the race, anyway. Yeah. Black Lab's got like 4 laps on those tyres, so hopefully he can. For him, he can try and cut him down a little bit. As Mims goes on to wet. Is it that bad? Are we at wet territory? I thought it was drying up. I didn't realise it was getting wetter.
Unless he's going for a masterclass.
They don't look like they're working.
Yeah.
Has it been coming down that much? Because there still looks like there's a dry line there. We'll come back to you, St. Mims. I'm so confused as Jamie goes.
You're not in a wall beforehand.
Yeah. I'm so confused. It's getting wetter and wetter, you think? There's still a dry line there, though. That's being carved out. Like, it's raining, don't get me wrong, but the times are still the 144s. It doesn't feel like... It doesn't feel like it's wet territory. And he's losing time to Bobinator, who's his teammate ahead. Oh, okay. He wasn't getting on with the inters at all.
Weird.
Messiah, as it stands, is 6 seconds ahead of Duke, and Duke has 6 seconds of time penalty. So I think it's going to be an easy day at the office for Messiah this week. I think Koto is going to be the double.
Huge. Even more points closer to Aldebaran.
Yeah, it was 34 going into the race.
What's the point difference between first and fourth?
So 35, 28, 25, 20, 22. So what's that? 13 point difference.
13 points.
So what's that? Take 13 off 34. What are we left with?
21.
What are we left with? What's 9 plus 10?
21.
He's stupid. We'll be going into Mexico, potentially, if it was to end now, a 21 point difference between Messiah and Aldebaran, if it was to end right now. Which is insane.
We thought that the season was over.
Which is insane. Insanity.
I'm enjoying it because, like last year, I'm hoping it goes down to the final race.
I'm hoping it does too, but I don't think it will. I think we'll get to like Qatar and it'll be done. Especially because we have 2 more sprint races left after this.
So say that, but then if Aldebaran struggles for the next couple of weeks, like he has done,
you don't want to struggle though. Now you want Aldebaran to come back on because it's only 21 points. That can be lost next week. If it was to end, as like I said.
So if he crashes out or he's towards the bottom, it wouldn't.
So Mims is dropping like a stone, just you know.
minute, those wets are not working.
I hate to be that guy, but they ain't working.
I like the thinking outside the box.
Yeah, just go in, put some meters on, and get some points for the McLaren. Because that's going to be a miserable last ERF1 mass. Thank you for the clip. Was it good?
He goes past the pit entry.
Was that a good clip, or was that us being dum-dums?
Probably us being dum-dums. It's pretty much a given every week.
As it stands, though, Antonio would finish second, which is really big for him as well. Funny. I appreciate it. How many times I end up being funny? But yeah, Antonio is
funny
Antonio is clawing Twigs back.
Another 3 seconds for Aldebaran.
That's huge. Mickey, come on, put your foot down. Huis is catching back up to Mickey.
Can we see how many seconds Aldebaran's got? Is that his
it's only three. It's only three.
I swear he got one early.
Yeah, the drive-through.
I could have swore he got, but that might have just been in the sprint.
Yeah, so Mims, he went for the gamble, but again, it didn't look like it was raining hard enough for us anyway, and you could see the dry line still. So I personally didn't think it was ready for wets. Unless he got told in his ear, the weather's going to get, it's going to get wetter soon. But then sometimes you even got to wait for that to kind of bed in before the track becomes drivable on wets. And if you're driving wets on a dry track, you're going to cook those wets up. Do you know what I mean? So it's a tough one.
So let's be honest, if that's the case, you were told to go in, then you can accuse your team of trying to fuck on you.
Antonio is currently behind Jamie. It's not Duke ahead of him. Duke's doing quite a good job here. He's nearly 6 seconds ahead of Antonio. Duke could do enough here to keep his second place. As Jamie flies off the track.
The fact we've still got 10 laps to go, this feels like it's been a long race.
Yeah, this has been a bit wild as Messiah gets past Smash. Yeah, as before, I don't think there's going to be much happening, unfortunately.
From Adam down in 14th, though, that's rough.
I don't like Antonio since you call me fake Spanish. How dare he? Well, there we go, look, 6.5 seconds. I don't know if Antonio just got held up by Jamie there.
Does your passport say nationality Spanish via Norwich?
He has a little moustache drawn on in Sharpie.
He's got a canary on his shoulder.
Oh no, he still likes us. I'd have done that ages ago, to be fair, chum. You're better off in Benidorm than being in Britain at the moment.
Better off being in Baghdad than being in Britain at the moment.
Evan Adams at the 13th. He was in 17th as he pushes Mr. Potato Wave a little bit wide there. But again, he's got such a big task to catch up to Nemesis in 12th. But there was me saying how the Kick Boys, not Flip Boys, it's because I read Flip's name. The Kick Boys need some really good points here because that team standings could all change so much with 5 races left after this, and at the moment they're in 10th and 13th, which is probably going to be their worst finishes as a team this season. So it's not looking good. They had a good sprint, but the actual main race they ain't looking good. I think this Potato Aim's just happy he's got a set teammate. Right, as Aldebaran goes into the pits. He's 2-stopping.
Interesting. I wonder if he's going to go... Incredible. He's gone to the fresh inters. I did not see that coming.
Do you know what? I thought he was going to go on to dry, like onto soft, not soft, like mediums. Then I thought that's what he was going to do, but I'm surprised he's gone in at all. I know. I don't know. I'm actually shocked he's gone in.
With 8 laps to go, and you're not really got that much pace round here. With
and you were 11 seconds
widening
behind.
Up the gap a little bit.
And you were 11 seconds behind, which Lewis is now to Antonio. As Mickey's up to fifth, he's loving life here. Mickey could be in for a really good finish here. I know how the Haas needs it. The Frenchman in America. I'm waiting for the team stands. Yeah, so the Haas, it's the Williams are going to hit good points though. With the Williams in 4th and 6th, they're going to hit good points. And even with his points, the Williams will still fly away. So it's not looking good for Haas overall, but it is looking good for Mickey.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Wait, what's happened? Why is Duke now second behind Messiah? I looked away for 2 seconds to see the standings. What's happened?
He must have had a wobble.
It's under a second. Has Messiah...
Blink twice if you are... That's coming down.
So Messiah's got his wing still. So I was seeing if Messiah had lost the side of his wing. He had like a crash or something.
Time is flying down.
Yeah, but he's got a 6-second time penalty. So at this point, it won't even matter as Mickey goes into the pit. So there's me saying Mickey will be great in 5th. He sacrificed it and gone in. So everyone's two-stopping. Everyone's two-stepping. Duke gets past.
Two-step.
Duke does get past. Sorry, I'm sorry I missed that. I was confused why more people were pitting. But what has happened to Messiah? Again, it might not matter because of that 6-second time penalty that Duke has. But it's just a bit odd.
Confused as to what's happened to Messiah there. The Duke's pulling away a little bit as well.
Typically I missed it because I was looking at the Haas team standings.
The Messiah now, you've got to keep it under 6 seconds.
Well, I just assumed that we were just kind of in for the long haul now. Like, oh yeah, everyone's kind of set in their places, and then they pull that out of nowhere. So I'd be curious to see if anyone else kind of goes in and puts in on new inters.
That's on torch on.
I've been.
I'd also like to point out St. Mims is still on the wets.
He is brave.
He is committed to the cause.
McHarry's right behind him now. Like McHarry's like, nope. See you later.
McHarry, just go for the overtake, mate. Oh. I feel like that was McHarry's fault.
Yeah, McHarry, he's on wet, so you just take him on the straight. Like.
He went for the overtake and then really panicked in the corner and then just sort of made love to his side pod.
It is a quite tight corner, to be fair. Duke and we've got a car that is round, so it's Smash, and it's a virtual safety car. Are we going to see another drive-through penalty?
Drive-through penalty.
I just know Duke and Messiah on that same straight. We just saw St. Mims on and McHarry on. They are already around the corner from them. So it won't be long until they hit traffic again. And F1 Adam is around the corner as well. So Duke and Messiah are coming to lap people, especially because they're both 13 seconds ahead of 3rd place. But again, Duke's going to be kicking himself. He's got those 2 time penalties. So no, Bobinator's gone in. I thought St. Mims had gone in there. No, Bobinator's gone in. He's gone for mediums. He is the first driver to come out on dry tyres.
Wow, what a madman.
He is. So we've got someone on wets and someone on mediums. It looks so stupid. And there we go. Smash gets the drive-through penalty. Is it dry enough for these?
The fact that they're teammates as well.
It is going around there so cautiously. It's definitely not ready.
Somebody please screenshot that and put it in the chat. In the Discord. That's hilarious. Your team gives drivers opposite strategies. As Bobinator gets a warning as well. Oh god. 3-second time penalty.
Safe to say it's not ready.
Now somebody. Hey, it must be drying out because Jamie's gone onto the hards. Right now, if we just get
It's still
Smash,
raining though. Look at the rain coming down.
Ash, if you go in and get softs, we can take a screenshot and show that we used all the different tires in one lap.
No, all together. You'd have like.
That's what I mean. Soft, hard, medium, wet, inter.
As Schmitty gets 3 time penalty, they're coming up to the wet boy now. Oh, they're not. They're coming up to Bobinator. Right, here comes Duke. Duke can see him. Oh, don't do anything crazy, Bobinator. Just get out of the way. There you go, he does. Right, he lets him go. That time's come back down to 7 seconds. It was 12, but I think that's because of going over the start finish. Right, so how's Jamie doing on the hards?
48 seconds down the road.
It looks quite quick on the straight. It's what the corner's going to be like. That's what I want to know. When you're braking.
Very early.
Oh, it doesn't look fun. Doesn't look fun at all. Alderaan is 17 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton.
And he will get jumped by flipping.
He went for a slide there.
As he...
Because he's got that time penalty.
If he's not careful.
Bobinator's gone back in. Bobinator's gone back in. He's gone in printers.
Oh my god.
Hey, as I said before, this is the reason why we have a league where every position is points. Is because you can still finish 16th and take some points for your team, and it makes it still might not be competitive for the McLarens, but it's cool to actually go away with something rather than being like you don't get any, if you're one of the people that finishes further down, you're never going to get points. Oh, Schmitty said, F this game, got a drive-through, but Jeff didn't warn me before the VSC was ending. Oh, that's brutal. So...
Schmitty, I don't want to be that guy. Jeff isn't around anymore. Killed Jeff off a while ago.
It's not Jeff, is it? It's somebody else.
This
camera angle's horrible. Who decided to put a camera there? I feel like you just get motion sickness if you watch that for too long.
Why would you want a clear view of the car when you can have no view?
My driver today is going to St Mims for doing 9 laps on these wets and he knows they're not working.
He's just committing to it for the memes. He's just now, isn't he?
He's like, I've started, I'll finish.
He's like, yeah, you might have won, sire. But how many laps did you do on the wet? Yeah. On a relatively drier track.
So good. And the rain is still coming down, so I don't think we'll be seeing any dry tyres for the end of this race. But I am surprised we saw people 2-stop. I feel like you could have done 14 and 14, so there must have been a reason why people went in.
You say about the dry tyres when there's Jamie that's still there on the hards.
Okay. I don't see the majority of people moving over to the dry tyres.
If you go in with 3 laps to spare, I think it's pretty pointless, isn't it? Unless you're Jamie and you want to join everybody else on a winter tyre. So
how the game works is that with the weather is that it renders 100% race and then like double times the speed, if that makes sense, or half the speed. No, doubles the speed. Sorry. So the rain comes out quicker and goes away quicker. Does that mean you don't get that?
Okay. So this would have been a rain for pretty much an entire race.
Yeah.
Incredible. That would have been amazing. 56 laps of pure rain.
It's way too many times rain in these races. We've had rain like 3 times this whole season. Give us something, Schmitty.
just want rain for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when we
In
go
Qatar.
to Mexico, we're not going to get any
In
rain.
Qatar, when it's raining. 3 times is way too much. Nah, this is fun. Alright, Duke is doing a really good job here, but unfortunately, it's going to be for nothing. Messiah knows as long as he just sticks with him, he's won the race. And he knows he's far enough ahead of Antonio, so Duke can push all he wants. But as it stands, Messiah will be winning this race. And we did say that Duke, that Aldebaran was on for 22 points. He's actually currently on for 20 points in 5th. So he's going to lose out on 2 more points. So it does come down to 19 that would be the difference, depending on tickets and that kind of stuff, which I don't think there are any for those drivers. Again, Mickey's doing great up in 6th. It's whether he can hold off and flip. Again,
I just point out that my uppy-downy drivers are next to each other.
Oh yeah, Twigs is 8th.
I got one extremely correct, and I got one horribly wrong.
So what you say is if Twigs overtakes Flip, it basically wins, right? Because they swap places.
And essentially, my predictions were spot on.
I think Mickey will be fine here because Flip's on 13 lap tyres and Mickey's on 5 lap tyres. So those pressure tyres should do Mickey well. And again, really good drive from him, currently in 6th with how his season's been.
Yeah, considering how he started and how he hated life at the beginning.
Here's the battle for the podium, though. Lewis Hamilton is right on the back of Antonio, and this is for 3rd. So this could be big. Oh. They're both a little bit slidey here, aren't they? Look at that. They're both sliding around. Imagine if it was time for dry tyres. But it is raining still, so ain't gonna happen. Although you can still have,
I like it.
but you still can have races where they're both on dry tyres. But Lewis Hamilton will get it done. Antonio's going to go back down the inside and try and get it back, but he's going to overshoot it, and Lewis will dive back down.
Spot.
Fair
this
play.
Is like the most intense racing we've had all race.
Yeah. The highlight reel is going to be just these two. Oh, he's got a puncher!
Hello?
Antonio's got a puncher!
Oh.
He's got a puncher, that's his race done! There's no way he's getting back to the pits with that. That will move Aldebaran up a place as well. Aldebaran can see him, he's off the track. And Aldebaran will move up to 4th. That's going to move Mickey up to 5th. Oh my god, his car's like off the track. His car's like hovering. That is, his wheel on the other side's up. Can he nurse it back to the pits? But he's so far away, I don't think he'll do it. 27 laps and you pull a puncher is insane.
That has got to be the worst luck we've seen this season.
As Mickey goes up to 5th, Flipper goes up to 6th. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Antonio, if you can hear me, if you need to bin it off, then do it off the track where it won't bring a safety car out. Although we're 1 lap away from the last, so it won't even bring a safety car out. Don't feel like you have to nurse it all the way back. But again, if you go in, there's so many big gaps. If you can get back in and get back out, you could probably still pick up like 15th and get some points. But it's such a long way back. As Messiah goes on to the last lap of the race, Messiah and Duke. Oh my god, I just want to watch this though.
I think if you're Antonio, you're just nursing it back now, hoping that Messiah overtakes you.
Yeah. If Messiah can get past him, then Antonio won't have to do another lap, so he could finish in like 12th or something.
Although it looks like he's getting relatively close to going over the...
No, he's not near the end. There's Nemesis going past him. If anything, you just kind of hover near the end of the lap, yeah, and let Messiah go.
Yeah, he does not want to do another lap. And I do not blame you in the slightest.
The fact that he's look. Oh my god, he's gone! Oh my god.
This is so good. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I don't want to miss the end of this race.
Oh, is he going to DNF it now, though?
He's going to get stuck in a wall when he is going to get DNF'd. He's still going. I wish I had 2 cameras. Anyway,
This is so good. Have they gone past him now? Yeah.
no, he's 2 corners away. He's around this big sweeping corner. Antonio, slow down a little bit. They're on their way. He's still going to finish. He's still going to finish about 15th, 14th here though.
Imagine if he crosses the line before them and has to do the lap.
Oh my god, he might do. He's turned around the corner. He's there. Don't start again. Don't start like that. As Duke will go across the line, but he won't win it. Messiah will take the win.
Incredible.
Antonio went in the pits.
Oh.
He should have gone around the last corner. But he will hit the. But if he goes around again, he'll finish 14th. Lewis Hamilton, really good race. Will take.
Really?
Yeah. Lewis Hamilton will take the last podium position. Really good. And then Aldebaran, a decent recovery drive from having a drive through.
Come back out on tyres.
Yeah. He could have saved himself a whole lap. Mickey, really good drive from Mickey to finish 5th. I think he'll be happy with that. As he goes through.
Because he's just screwed himself.
And then Flip
will... He really wanted to do that last lap.
Flip will come round for 6th. Twigs 7th, and he will keep 7th because Halo is 10 seconds down the road. And again, Black Lab has time penalty, so Halo will take 8th, Black Lab 9th. Not a good day in the office for the Kick Boys. Nemesis, I guess it's a recovery drive. He started quite low for 10th. And then F1 Adam. God, there's so many gaps opened up.
Really rough day at the office for F1 Adam.
Yeah, probably one of his worst results of the season. Missed tail aim. There's so many things. Like, look at this. Antonio's still going round. Missed tail aim goes through 12. McHarry. And then. No, I thought that was Antonio. That's Smash going through. Where's Jamie? Jamie's still on those hards. He is mad.
Incredible.
Jamie will go through 19th. And then Antonio, who didn't need to do another lap.
Somehow, the last driver to cross the line,
he gets 14th.
14th.
GG's.
Oh, that tickled me, that did.
What an absolute wild race. They gave drive there to Twigs. God, my
Which
throat
is
hurts.
fair, given number of positions.
My throat hurts after all that.
Bet.
I'm Rain Man. Yeah, you did really good, Mickey. Really, really good. There we go. Messiah. Top of the steps again. Not the first time this season, and it probably won't be the last either. Duke 2nd, and Lewis Hamilton in 3rd. Again, the Williams really need those points as well. So, again, there may be 5 races, but we've got 2 sprints as well and a double pointer. So there is so many points to be won in these last 5 races. So if you're not following along, please hit that follow button. Join the Discord. Follow our YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube. We're 2 followers away from 200, so I'd appreciate it very much.
You know you want to. What a weird race that was.
It's good that thing, isn't it, where it doesn't show us the end screen. Next race is Mexico.
I'll forget by at the end of tonight. Mexico.
It's good that thing where it just like comes up for a split second.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, see.
Yep, done.
GG's.
Either way, Aldebaran's lead is cut down more.
Yeah, so Aldebaran's lead is cut down to what, 21 points, we reckon. But anyway, yeah, you'll if you haven't seen, you'll see it in Discord before you see it here, and then next week I'll show you the standings before we get into the race in Mexico. So thank you everyone who's been here tonight. Thank you for joining me as always. But we will see you next week in Mexico for around 20. We're getting there. So yeah, much love and good night.
See you next week.